Okay, so,
Hello?
hello.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening. It is. It's
And
like
welcome.
to the start of the second gym, because that's where we are, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. So, where are we at? Where's the, with the rebuild of the gym, with
We're
the
actually
workshop?
sat in the middle, well, to one side, but in the middle
Directly in the middle.
of what's going to be just gym. There'll be just
Is that what we're going to call it?
gym. Yeah. No, it's the workshop at G.A.H. So this, what we're sat in right now, is going to be the main gym area. So all the dumbbells, plates, selectorized machines, plate-loaded machines, etc., etc. Next door, with some of the pictures that you've seen with sort of gym kit in it, is going to be the cardio area and changing and reception, posing room in there. So yeah, it's going to be, there's a lot of work to do, as you can see, because we're absolutely
It's actually funny, because, like, a lot of work has been done
Yeah.
since, like, maybe when we first got in here.
Oh yeah,
A lot of work actually,
So we've taken on the unit probably about 3 or 4, 3 odd weeks, 4 weeks. And as you say, you probably can't see that much, but there's a lot to do, but there is just so much work gone into this already. When we first came in, it was a workshop. It was more or less a working garage.
and it still is.
Yes.
What I'm actually sat on now at the moment was an 18-metre long pit where they used to get underneath buses.
Yeah.
Which, thank God, it's been filled in, otherwise it'd be falling in.
Oh well.
Yeah, thank God. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Indeed. Dash.
So I guess so we're here now. So we have a bare bones of a main gym, and then also like the workshop, which is set up. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit limited at the moment, but everybody who comes in actually loves it, and sort of, people can see the type of gym that it's going to be. So, but basically, as we had before, it's going to be a gym where people just want to come in and train hard for whatever their particular goals are, in a really good atmosphere.
Yeah, a good, friendly atmosphere, great surroundings. But what we're going to do with this one, whereas, we absolutely loved G.A.H, the OG, but again, we walked into somebody else's house and we made it ours. But this one is going to be us right from the beginning.
Yeah,
where
it's like a lot more of a blank canvas, this one,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, because I mean the thing is, we would be building our own reception, we'll be building our own posing rooms, changing the changing rooms to suit ourselves. So it's very much going to be our stamp from the word go on this one.
Yeah. The good thing, I mean, obviously this building is we just found out it's like 35 years old. Probably hasn't been cleaned since day one.
In 36 years.
Yeah. So it's like, it's filthy. But, rather than go into a brand new unit, it's nice, but it's just no character to it.
Yeah.
This place is...
Yeah, the thing is, like, we went to see a few units, didn't we?
Yeah.
In like May and June.
Yeah, we haven't
etc.
just jumped straight into
Yeah,
this.
we
thinking,
probably, like, I've been with you for like a decent amount.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you guys have been to see more. But this was probably the one for me where it was like, oh, this looks like us, and it looks like a gym could really fit well in here. But it was like blank enough to the point where it wasn't.
If you came in, you had to have a bit of imagination, but there was just something about it that was just right. And as you said, we did see quite a few, and they were almost, some of them were to the point that we didn't actually have to do anything to it. But there was just no vibe to it at all. Whereas as soon as all three of us, as soon as we came in here, we really knew this was the one for us.
Because I remember the first one that I saw, it was like a single story height building sort of thing, wasn't it? I didn't guess a single story, it was fucking huge.
Yeah.
But like, that was cool, but it had more of like a studio vibe to it, whereas this feels like like a real gym, like it's like the building, almost like the ideal building for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's going to be that sort of place when it's done. It's like people are going to go, oh,
Yeah,
I got to go in. I got to go in. Like some of the gyms we used to train in, like 20 odd years ago, where you feel nervous going in.
Yeah.
Not because anything's going to happen, but the fact that you've got to go in and put some bloody work in. Bloody.
Yeah, a bunch of dicks. But of course, it's that nervous anticipation, but almost like an air of excitement.
Yeah.
Because I think what we're going to do, this is definitely what we're going to do, is we're not going to try and shy away from the fact it was a workshop. We're going to embrace it.
Yeah.
In as far as we're going to have quite a few things that will make you realise it's a workshop, and where this building originated from and what it was used for.
I think it'll have like a proper sort of, not only just a look to it, but like I don't want to use the word culture, but there'll be like a proper sort of atmosphere, environment, sort of what's the word, community to it. Do you know what I mean? When it's, well, even already, like as soon as there was maybe 4 or 5 people in the section that's already set up, it really felt real. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so far, the last, say, 3 weeks or so that you've been, we've just been using it for your clients, just because Lisa's pretty busy with PT and all the time. So we didn't sort of say anything publicly because the planning hadn't been granted, but
Yeah, but again, the thing is, it was more used more than anything as a showroom.
Yes.
More than anything else. As you're saying, there was a few little bits in there, but obviously, since planning has been granted, we've got a few more bits in there because we know now this is the place for us, and we're going to invest in it.
Like since then, but we knew the planning was coming, so we put it out on social media that we're reopening a gym, etc. And it's just gone crazy. But we've had people come in to visit now all weekend. So word's getting round.
It's crazy as well, just like the difference that not much makes. Because I remember the other day when we were putting together the chest press and things like that was in there.
Yeah.
It was like, oh fuck, like literally 3 pieces of kit, and we'd be like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or like the lights have been changed in here now.
Yeah.
And it looks great, and it's like.
But the thing is, as well, and just moving on from on that you're saying, how excited the three of us got the fact that we had a black easy bar. Oh my God. It was. But of course the thing is, it's just because we all care so much. That's the thing. We care about what we're going to produce. We care about what people are going to think, what their experience is going to be. So I mean, the thing is, we are just still so passionate about this, but we're still hands-on.
Yeah.
Whereas unfortunately, I feel sometimes some gyms are just turning into chains and there's just no emotion
totally.
behind
I think
it.
obviously like there was a lot in like the OG gym that like obviously we were all like obviously it sucked in general, and there were certain things like we're never going to get back from that place, but it's almost like just take in the best parts from that place forwards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it hasn't been a great few months since the fire, but the only
fire.
Well, it was the beginning of May,
it's been
so
4 months
May,
now,
June,
it's
July,
bonkers.
August, sort of 4.5 months, coming up to 5 months. It hasn't been an easy time by any means, but the only thing to do was keep moving forward. Has that been easy? Well, not at times, no. It's been bloody hard.
Emotionally and physically.
Yeah, damn right. But, I mean, we're still not, insurance companies and insurance companies, they're just taking their time, which is cool, but we know eventually it's coming. But, we're just literally just keeping on moving forward. So ultimately, hopefully it's going to be better. Yeah,
you say on paper, this isn't as big as the OG, but by the time we've got the layout right and done it, the actual floor space for the gym will probably look and certainly have the feel a lot bigger.
Yeah, but most people who've come have said, bloody hell, this is bigger than, and actually on paper it's not, but you say layout, because everything's
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of tucked away in the corner and built on top. So
Yeah.
it gives us actual more floor space, I think.
Yeah.
So obviously, we don't actually know time of opening fully really yet, do we?
No. The main gym, once we paint, the electrics a little bit tomorrow to finish off, then we got the scaffold tower for another week, so we want to try and get the painting done.
Yeah.
Once the painting's done, we can start moving the kit over, and then obviously we got to get more kit to bloody...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think obviously, like, to get it 100% to where we want to be.
Including the changing rooms and
Yeah, exactly. Like, there is a lot to be done still
Yeah,
with
that
just
is,
the
but
building.
you know, and
isn't
the
it?
thing is, though, that's what I've said. If we can get this all done for December,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I think that is not, you know, a ridiculous timescale, but
December 2030 when we're like,
But
fuck,
again-
the gym's coming soon, guys. Gym's coming
yeah. But again, the thing is, yeah, the gym at this side will be open obviously a lot sooner than that, but the actual, hopefully, the finished product will
Yeah.
be done for December. But again, what sometimes all of us have got to remember, including myself, is the fact that the OG G.A.H was not an overnight. It didn't just pop up.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
took
like,
to get to
realistically,
where we were
I
over
think-
4.5 years.
See, we only really started to film everything for like probably just under a year, wasn't it? But realistically, there was, if you look back to like anything, it
Yeah.
changed all the time right up
Yeah.
until like the day it went, really.
Yeah, so
There was all sorts of stuff, you know.
although this will be, you know, hopefully say finished completely by the end of the year, but it's never ever finished, is it?
No,
Because
not at
there'll
all.
always be things, all right, I want to even, you know, replacing one
Yeah.
piece of kit for another or whatever. So there'll always be something to do and try and improve.
But also, I think what we've decided to do with this one is to be a little bit more of little bit cherry picking as far as equipment is concerned.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You know, we're aiming to get the best bits. Do they necessarily need to come from one company? No, we just want the best bits for our members to get the best experience.
And also, I don't care, you know, whether it's what's considered a really good make or not, as long as the movement is good.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't give a shit. You know, it doesn't have
Yeah,
to
but
be.
Exactly, and that's what I said. It's all about getting the best experience that you have when you come here.
Yeah,
Because the
and
thing is, we're trying to just shut up, lads.
Ah.
We're trying to put together a place that people want to be.
Yeah, but to be fair though, I think the workshop that is set up in the minute, the temporary gym, the pop-up, whatever you want to call it, it's still got that vibe around it, and I still think that is there already, like you see from the reactions that people have. When they come in, it's always like, oh my god, like this is sick.
Yeah.
You know, and even when, Christ, we had dumbbells up to 10, it was still awesome. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's really, I think, as much as equipment's cool and everything, like what makes the gym special is already sort of definitely being laid down.
Yeah. But I think really what makes it special is, you know, I'm not saying this as in us, as in the people in it.
Yeah.
You know, because the thing is, what we've always tried to achieve is that, as you said, is that community.
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember who it was, but I remember reading something, and the thing is...
You've never read a fucking thing in your life.
Shut up. McDonald's are probably the most well-known for burgers around the world. They're not the best burgers, but they're the most well-known. So what that means is you don't have to have the best of everything, you know, to be... And like you say, we're not going to say we're going to be the most well-known or whatever. That's not our thing. But it's not about having the absolute best. And, oh, yeah, okay, this piece of kit cost me... You know, like, a set of dumbbells. Yeah, I mean, we've been pricing them up, and I mean, you can easily pay 10 grand plus for a set of dumbbells. Well, I ain't paying that.
For a single dumbbell.
I'd rather get a decent set of dumbbells and get more kit that people can use, rather than, you know, spending 5, 6, 10 grand on a single piece.
Yeah, but I think though, it's like, it's not necessarily the most expensive equipment is the best
Exactly.
equipment. That's never sort of been the case, because
No.
like you say, there's a lot of great brands of equipment, but you know, even the best brands in the world, like they'll have certain pieces which are great and certain pieces which are fucking terrible.
So some certain companies, their leg press might be good, and then a chest press might be shocking.
Yeah.
So you know, it's picking those, and of course, again, it is down to personal preference, because what we like, somebody else might not. But you know,
No, they'll fucking like what we like, okay? Right? That's it.
They'll love it.
Yeah.
If we like it, they all love it.
But most people, I mean, obviously, people who've been training for a long time, you know, get to know what's equipment, and they like what they like. But most people who go to gyms don't really know one piece of equipment.
Yeah, but then you know,
all they know is, oh shit, I'm feeling this in my legs. You know.
Yeah, they don't necessarily know like the brand or
No.
anything. But then, like you say, it doesn't, even if, you know, it's not necessarily the most plush or anything like that, it's still, as long as it's good equipment with a good atmosphere, good environment, then that's kind of the goal, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And welcoming.
And welcoming, yes, that's where you two come in.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm not welcoming, I just...
No, but it's the thing is, over the years... Oh my God. Yeah, but over the years...
I get in, I do the
we've been to many gyms, and, you know, sometimes you go in there and they can't even be bothered to look up to actually take your money off you. You know, so as you say, that's the most important thing, is we're in a lovely catchment area now. No, but it's a nice welcome area. It's a lovely little estate. We all get on really well with everybody.
Yeah, in fact, we've got, like, right opposite us, you know, you could argue that it's a gym, but it's a tri zone. They're a gym for triathletes, so they got an endless pool in there. They got a studio full of watt bikes. They've got a little bit of gym equipment, and then round the corner again you've got Function, which is a CrossFit gym. But you know, we get on with all the guys. So we all know we're offering different things, but also we're going to give each other's members discounts. And you know, if people want to use a watt bike, well, I'm going to send them over to G.A.H.
Exactly.
And they've already said, some of the guys who are into triathlon now that used to be rugby players are asking G.A.H, oh, you get a chest press? And he said, well, no, I'm not. But if you want to use that, go and see Mike over the road, you know? And so there's going to be no
but
a sense of competition, but it's going to be a sense of community, you know? And then, of course, you've got Dan's crazy as well. She's really busy, you know. But
she is going to get a chest press, though, I heard. Yeah. She's going to get
then,
a lat
you know,
pull down as well.
There'll be people dropping their kids off, but there's plenty of youngsters that go in for dance classes that'll come over and train as well.
So really, for anybody, there's more fitness activities in the small space than anywhere else.
Exactly.
But again, we all complement each other because we're not trying to take each other's members.
Nope.
You know, we're just all completely different. But again, it's offering so much in such a little community. So it's cool.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's cool. It'd be even better when the dust goes.
Yeah, I know, it's really fucking dusty.
Hang on.
It is like
Hi,
it
lads.
is never ending.
Yeah.
It is pretty crazy, because like you say, it hasn't been... There's probably certain parts which haven't been, you know, wiped for dust.
5 years. So, but once it's painted and mats go down, it'll keep a lot of the dust.
It'll still be
the
dusty.
dust will be hidden.
The dust will settle. Yeah.
So, obviously, you know, we know the end goal, you know, the short-term end goal.
Yes.
The medium goal. But as it stands now, we are semi-open to the public.
Because, well, I mean, Elisa, you tend to do train your clients Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah.
All day, so definitely we'll be here those days. But pretty much
Tuesday afternoons, I'll probably be here.
Well,
we'll be
we've
here
got
all
work
day.
to do. But
Tuesday.
what we're going to generally do at the moment is put what hours we're going to be here at the beginning of the week. When obviously, because we're not fully up and ready to go, we're not charging any like monthly memberships or whatever, because sometimes, like when we move the kit from the smaller unit over to the bigger unit, well, we're going to have to, nobody will be able to train that day.
Yeah, the thing is, I think at the minute it's, you can train here, but in terms of everything, like, we're not 100% fully able to open.
No.
You know, in terms of, there's still a lot of work to be done, there is going to have to be closures, there's going to be days where, you know, there's work going on, we can't have people in here, blah, blah, blah. So we're sort of at an in-between stage.
Yeah, so at the beginning of every week, we're going to say, right, we're definitely going to be here these days, these hours. If you want to come and train, there'd be no actual membership, but it's just a £2 nominal fee just to train.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think we can ask, you know, we can beef it any fairer than that at the moment, you know, and then membership then will be, you know, the average around about the £30 a month mark, you know, 25, 30, and then...
And then we'll go from there.
And
Yeah. And the thing is, I would say really, the Tuesday, Friday, Saturday is for us to get as much work as we possibly can done to try and speed the whole process up. But there's usually, as I said, we've been here...
Because what time are we now, lads?
It is 5 to 8.
It's 5 to 8 on a Saturday evening. We're covered in dust. And then we're just going to shut.
I'm not going to lie, I was low-key hoping you'd both wash your faces before this happened, but you sat down and I was like, oh, don't worry.
Well,
We'll run with it.
exactly. So literally,
Have I got anything on me?
we'll get our shit together, go home, have some food, may have a little wash, and then be back in here for 8 o'clock in the morning.
Really, just the most important thing is for people to know that we are moving forward. There's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. By all means, even if you just don't want to train, but you just want to have a catch-up, come in and just hang out. There's no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, just see where we're at the moment, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be part of it. We've got a black wall in there. I wouldn't say it's a blackboard. It's a black wall. People are signing. And
Someone covered my name. Who covered that?
Somebody covered
Yes,
it,
someone
didn't
moved the mirror over my name.
they? Oh.
Yeah.
No, it probably wasn't me.
It was
Somebody moved it so they could use the squat rack, the power rack.
Yeah, get him to move it back.
but
But yeah, the
so
blackboard.
so we did that. We all signed it the first day. We were trying to get a few bits and pieces together in here, because there was a few little artists' impressions all over the wall.
There is the word clit still on the wall in here, so
Thank you, Laszlo.
I'm just stating facts. Like, but there was a cock and balls on the wall.
Nice one, bud. So of course we blacked that out, and we all signed it. And Mike signed. We all signed it on the day. And what did you write on yours?
The future is here.
And it is. So as I say, the thing is, come and be part of the future. And have a little hangout, have fun.
I think we
and
need
bring
to.
a dustpan and brush.
I think we need to extend the blackboard already, because like a short of amount of time. that
Well,
people
once
have-
that one's full, we'll get some spray varnish so it just can't be ripped off, and then we'll put another wall in here. Maybe.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing. Yeah.
Wow, fuck me, I didn't know. But yeah, so
Every day's a school day.
every day is a school day. So this is actually the first podcast we've done in a fucking long time.
Yes.
Since
Since the last one.
I was going to say since April.
Well, since the disappearance of the microphones.
Yeah, basically. So
They all melted.
yeah, so if you've ever watched the podcast before, the microphones and everything have changed because the last ones don't exist anymore, and there's only 2 cameras now because the third one
Melted in
yeah
fire.
doesn't exist anymore. So we're working on these things, but we're also going to try. Obviously, now that things are semi up and running, that we're going to try start doing this more.
Yeah. And the thing is, this has probably been the hardest part since the fire. Is yes, the fact that it's all gone and everything, but I think probably the hardest part is the 3 of us were separated, and that was probably the worst part of it all. Because I mean, the thing is, as everybody knows, we can't function properly without being around the table. See, look, even my legs were no. So of course the thing is, then these last couple of weeks we've actually all been back together.
Yeah.
So we're back to,
Capacity.
yeah.
But yeah, so
Infamous
we're
trio.
going to start to do this more and put more stuff up on the website and the socials, and hope the fucking ceiling doesn't come crashing down. Fun fact though about the original gym. So prior to that gym opening, I never swore in front of you. You know, right? Because I'd always I'd swear and then you would show up and I wouldn't swear. Because we would only spend like an hour a day together. And then,
doable,
yeah, basically I could avoid swearing for that hour, and then the fucking gym opens. And then it was like, oh, we were spending 15 hours a day. Literally, I was just like, oh, I swear in front of mum now, like this is a thing. And people even point out, like, you swear in front of your mum now? I was like, yeah, it's just too fucking, it's just too much of the day to hold back. And like,
Yeah, but it's the strangest thing though, because say
yeah, you never exactly held back, when I were a lad. So, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but what did I always used to say?
When you're 18, over 18 words. But then I still carried on until I was 21 when the fucking original gym opened. But for some reason, I still felt the need to stop. Yeah. It was like, yeah.
Dash.
Like, shoot.
Now you're fluent.
Yeah, exactly. So, we have probably about 3 minutes left. So, quick question for you two. I know my answer, because I've been doing it, but how have you found training in the workshop that we have set up now? Because obviously, there is limited equipment, but it's also your own space, it's where you want to be. So, like, how have you found that the last couple of weeks?
Well, me personally,
good answer.
Me personally, I would say they're the best training sessions we've had since the fire.
Yeah, and the thing is, that's why I always say, when it's your own gym, you should want to train there more than anywhere else. So, okay, we haven't got everything that we want yet, but we've already got some good pieces of kit. For example, those prime handles, and I mean, you actually, Lisa says, I said, what are we training? Can we train back today?
Okay, so that's actually, we'll do a quick rundown of what's in there at the minute. So we do have the prime handles, which are fucking awesome.
Yes.
I was really skeptical because I don't like mag grips in the slightest, to be honest.
No, I was exactly like you.
But they're really good.
Yeah.
So
they're a game changer. I mean, obviously they're really good for back, but we've adapted them to other body parts as well. So we will definitely, when we get more, obviously more cables and more lat pull downs, low pulley rows, we'll get another full set of them.
So they're kind of like free motion or adjustable mag grips, I guess.
Yeah, for want of a better word.
That's how the mag grip style handle, but they're adjustable.
But they fit.
Yeah, I know. The mag grips just would always punch at my wrist.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got those, which are definitely a game changer. But then, I mean, funny enough, we got more leg kit than anything else. So
there's a massive leg press. There's the heaviest hack squat in the world.
That's brutal.
There's a really heavy leg press as well.
So we got 2 leg presses already. Yeah. The brutal hack squat. We've got a belt squat.
Yeah, but again, the limitless leg press is designed to take more weight than any other leg press in the world.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's huge, but you can actually load it up pretty well as well.
We've also got glute ham raise, the leg extension and leg curl that we've got, we're sort of here temporarily, but the leg extension is okay, but the leg curl, it's a seated leg curl. I remember when that first was delivered, you said, just put it back on the lorry, it's a piece of shit. But then when we actually used it, it's a really good movement, and that's what we're talking about. It's not a particularly well-known or what's considered a really good brand, but the movement is so good. So we're just going to clean that up, and that's staying, But then we've got some plate-loaded stuff. We've got a chest press, a lat pull down, the glute kickback.
We got power rack,
squat rack.
Benches, adjustable benches.
We have more time now, so you don't feel like you need to rush and freeze out.
Dumbbells, plates,
At the moment, the dumbbells,
cable units,
yeah, sort of dual action pulley, so, you know.
a little bit of cardio in there. So as you said, there's
Yeah, to be
everything
fair,
you
like
need.
as much as there isn't, even in the original gym, like there were pieces of kit that I personally never touched, just
Yeah.
because, you know, as when
Oh, no, I
you know, but everything that's in there, like I use, except for the squat rack, because I fucking hate squats. But like, other than
So
that,
you use the glute machine as well, do you?
yeah, fucking
Yeah.
right. Deal with it. Most
Get that booty going.
most things in there are fucking
Booty
used,
gains.
other than the glute machine and the squat and the belt squat.
And the hack squat.
And the hack squat, never use that either. Yeah. Or the Olympic style bench. Or the set that 1 to 10. No, I use like half of what's in there. No, but I do like a lot of the stuff in there, do you know what I mean? Which is, you know, okay, there isn't that much in there, but it's all really good quality stuff, you know, in terms of great movements, you know, built really well. And, you know.
And that's the thing, some of it is brand new kit, some of it is second hand, but you say it doesn't matter to us, you know, really, whether it's brand new or not, as long as it's a good movement and people can get some good work out of it, that's all that matters, really.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion, don't swear in front of your mum until you're 20.
Okay.
So, we're semi-open,
Yes.
and hopefully soon we will be open in the best gym in all the land.
Yes.
Yeah?
Now and always.
Now and always. Sick. Thank you
Team.
very much.
Team.
What the fuck was that? Like a Michael Jackson?
Oh God,
I think it's time.
I think it's time to go home, yeah. Cool. Right. Thank you very much. Hopefully, we'll try and do one next week.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, hopefully we'll have big changes within a week.
Yeah. Sick. We need a bigger table as well. This is very claustrophobic.
I think it's quite cute.
We're bringing a big table, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We've got a big table.
This is news to me.
Well, all we need is a posing room first, and then you can have the office. Ah, well.
Yeah, true. Right. Thank you for listening, and we shall see you soon.
See you soon.
Peace out.
Oh, did you say peace out as well?
Yeah. We actually said it at the same time.